following is a presentation of Baldwin Sports Live, your home for the Baldwin Bulldogs. Baldwin Sports Live is brought to you by Kelly Neufeld, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Baldwin State Bank, Heartland Plumbing, Family Medicine of Baldwin City, Morning Star Care Homes, Trindle Lumber Company, State Farm Agent Cody Anno, One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home, Rice Precision Manufacturing, Baldwin City Recreation Commission, Elite Chiropractic, the Lumberyard Arts Center, and by the Baldwin City Chamber of Commerce. This is Baldwin Sports Live.
Good evening from Baldwin High School tonight, where we are set for a single girls game only tonight between Baldwin and Wellsville. It is the Baldwin Invitational Tournament week here in Baldwin for the boys, so the girls the only show in town tonight as Baldwin welcomes the Wellsville Eagles from just down the road out of the Pioneer League. Wellsville 1-6 on the season, Baldwin 4-5. It'll replay tonight. The Bulldogs have been off since last Friday, so nearly a full week off for Baldwin. And for Wellsville, their last game just Tuesday, and they lost to Santa Fe Trail 72-14. The final in that one, Wellsville third straight loss, second time in the last 3 games. They've allowed over 70 points to their opponents, so struggling a little bit here as of late is Wellsville. We'll see if they can turn things around on the road tonight, as Baldwin is just glad to be back home. First home game for the girls since December 17th, as Baldwin has had just one other home game. That was the Piper game, but it was canceled on the girls' side, or I should say, I guess, postponed on the girls' side. And then, of course, the boys have played also in their home tournament here. But for the girls, they've not played here at home since December 17th. 2-1 here on their home floor this season, and now looking to win back-to-back games for the first time this year after winning last Friday in Lewisburg 42-31. It was another game that Baldwin didn't shoot the ball all that great, but they made a concerted effort to get inside, and they got to the free throw line a ton, shooting 34 free throws in that game, doing 23 of 34 at the line, and now hoping to parlay that into a back-to-back win for the first time. Baldwin and Wellsville coming up here on Baldwin Sports Live. We'll take a timeout, come back, take a look at some of the matchups for you right after this for the Baldwin Sports Live pregame show.
For unbeatable service from a company you can trust, there's only one choice. Clint Davis and the One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning team have the expertise you need when it comes to the comfort of your family. Not only will they get the job done right, but they'll explain the preventative maintenance needed to avoid those costly emergency repairs. To schedule a free quote, call 785-393-9329 and join the Preferred Maintenance Club for special discounts. One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, the one and only choice for the comfort of your family.
Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you protect what matters most in your life. From insurance plans customized to fit everything you need covered, to comprehensive financial planning to help you achieve your goals both present and future. Kelly works uniquely with you face-to-face to gain confidence in your financial well-being. Call 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it. At Family Medicine of Baldwin City, you'll find incredible care close to home. A friendly staff here for you when you need them, offering primary care for all ages from general physicals and health exams to minor procedures and x-ray services, along with an overall patient education, ensuring peace of mind that you're receiving the best care possible in a convenient, accessible manner. Visit lmh.org or call 785-594-2512 to schedule an appointment and learn more about the incredible primary care providers at Family Medicine of Baldwin City, your partner for lifelong health.
Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home is honored to be your choice when the difficult time comes to plan a lasting tribute for your loved ones. There to guide you through the process from beginning to end with each family's unique traditions and beliefs in mind. Visit lamb-roberts.com to see all of the services offered, including their online pre-planning tool, or call 785-594-3644 to visit with the caring professionals at Baldwin City's only locally owned funeral service and cremation service provider, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home.
Welcome back to the Baldwin Sports Live pregame show tonight from Baldwin Junior High School, where the Baldwin girls get set to host the Wellsville Eagles, a team that's averaging just under 24 points per game only this year and giving up nearly 59 points per game. And they're a 1-6 to start. They do bring back 3 starters from last year, a 4-17 team a season ago. Bethany Pearson, the top returner for them. J.C. Clancy and Aaliyah Green, 2 other returning starters from last year's Wellsville team. Again, low-scoring team. They've been held under 30 points in all but one game this year. The one time they weren't held under 30, they picked up their only win of the year so far. That was over Anderson County, a 6-point victory back on December 14th. They started the year 0-3, got that win over Anderson County, and then, over Osawatomie that they picked up the win, and then they've lost 3 since, including an Anderson County loss. So 1-6 for Wellsville, and for Baldwin, of course, 4-5, but it's been kind of a up and down season for the Baldwin girls so far. They have not been able to reel together victories. They have not won back-to-back games yet this season, but a really good chance to do that here tonight. 1, because they get an opponent who's coming off some struggles, but 2, they're back to full strength tonight, something they haven't been for several games. But Carly Neufeld will return to the lineup tonight. In her 2-game absence, the team shot just 29% overall and 22% from beyond the three-point line. And now getting her back into this lineup will certainly help the offense, Ryan, as Carly has so far proven this year that she, of all these girls, is probably the most consistent when it comes to that shooting stroke from the outside especially.
Yeah, it's going to be huge getting Carly back in the lineup tonight. She's definitely one of the leaders on this team. You can tell that just from watching the games, and it'll be big getting her back. Like you said, a little bit of a layoff on their home court. Good to be home. Tonight, I'm going to be looking for some efficiency with the basketball, trying to be aggressive with it, but still efficient, not turning it over, and hopefully get those shots falling early, get the confidence up, and see if they can get their season rolling here.
We'll get Neufeld back, coupled with right now what seems to be sort of the resurgence of Riley Smith, who was honorable mention All-State last year. This year, first 5 games of the year, was shooting just 24% from the field, averaging under 10 points a game. But over the last 4, she's now up to around 13 points per game over that 4-game stretch, shooting 32% from the field. So when you talk about the efficiency, that's helped getting Smith going with a more efficient offensive performance. And we, of course, know what she could do on the defensive end. This whole team wants to wreak some havoc on that side of the floor. And I have a feeling tonight we're going to see a lot of easy opportunities for Baldwin, because this is the type of matchup that full court pressure from Baldwin's defense should pay some big dividends for the Bulldogs.
Yeah,
tonight.
I mean, it's a big opportunity for them. We talk about it all the time, how their press kind of can lead them and get that momentum building and get some easy turnovers, easy baskets running the other way. And I'll also look for Riker tonight. She's been playing really well lately. I think it'll be a big third option for them outside of Neufeld and Smith. So hopefully they play well early, get the confidence rolling, and then they can have a fun night tonight.
Bulldogs looking to get into the win column for the second straight time, something they have not done this year. They're at 4-5, hoping to climb back to that 500 mark as well. And that would be a nice boost heading into a big week next week for the Baldwin girls, as they will not necessarily see Wellsville. They aren't slated in the bracket to match up with the Eagles next week, but they will be in Wellsville all next week for the Wellsville Top Gun Tournament, 32nd annual Top Gun Tournament there in Wellsville, and that tips off on Tuesday for Baldwin. They'll play Tuesday at 5 o'clock. Then they will play Thursday at either 6:30 or 6:45, depending on win or loss. And then, of course, Saturday, who knows? The options are unlimited as far as what time they may play. But they're going to play Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday this next week in Wellsville at the Top Gun Tournament, hoping to go into that tournament winners of 2 straight if they can pull it off tonight here at home over Wellsville. We'll take a look at our starting lineups when we come back. You're watching the Baldwin Sports Live pregame show with Wellsville in town tonight to take on your Baldwin girls.
With Heartland Plumbing, you get full-service plumbing from a real plumber, not a sales guy who's just there to fix a leak. Heartland Plumbing sets appointments they hold true to, not an inconvenient block of time they might be there. With a strong reputation and years of quality service, Heartland Plumbing has the tools and the people to get your plumbing job done on time the first time. Give them a call at 913-856-5846. Serving every big town and small town around, residential and commercial. That's Heartland Plumbing, the plumber you can open your door to.
At Baldwin State Bank, we love being part of the community we serve. Our roots run deep in Baldwin City, and our commitment runs deeper. Whether it's that dream house you can't wait to call home, or the trust of your personal finances, both present and future, we're here to serve you, our customers, our neighbors. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs for more than 100 years and counting. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Trindle Lumber Company is the go-to stop for every do-it-yourselfer and professional contractor. They carry a wide variety of plumbing, electrical, and hardware products, along with a vast selection of windows, doors, and paint. Their full-service drive-through lumber yard has what you need for every project and offers free estimates and professional delivery. At Trindle Lumber Company, you get the right products with the best service. Stop by at 1516 South Main in Ottawa or call 785-242-8144.
State Farm Insurance Agent Cody Anno is ready to be there for you every step of the way. From starting policies out to the day disaster strikes, Cody and his team are ready to help. Cody strives to be different, doing things the other people don't and other agencies won't, helping more people in more ways. That's Cody Anno State Farm. Call 785-594-0270 or stop by at 208 Baker Street for a cup of coffee and a free quote for your auto, home, or life insurance with Cody Anno, your local State Farm insurance agent in Baldwin City.
We'll be right back after the national anthem.
Morningstar Care Homes is looking for the next members of their team of compassionate caregivers. If you're a certified nurse's aide or medication aide or interested in becoming certified with company reimbursement, apply today and join the locally owned care team at Morningstar Care Homes, offering paid leave, health, dental, and vision insurance and a low 5-to-1 patient-to-caregiver ratio. Apply online at morningstarcarehomes.com/careers or call 785-594-2603. Positions available in Baldwin City, Ottawa, Fredonia, and Neodesha.
Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home is honored to be your choice when the difficult time comes to plan a lasting tribute for your loved ones. There to guide you through the process from beginning to end with each family's unique traditions and beliefs in mind. Visit lamb-roberts.com to see all of the services offered, including their online pre-planning tool, or call 785-594-3644 to visit with the caring professionals at Baldwin City's only locally owned funeral service and cremation service provider, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home.
All right, and welcome back here on Baldwin Sports Live. Sorry about the quick commercial break here, but caught us right in the national anthem, so it's all good. We're ready for basketball now, and it's time for your starting lineups for the Wellsville Eagles. Take a look at the visitors here tonight. J.C. Clancy wears number 3 for Wellsville. A junior, Jada Fletcher, wears number 4. A sophomore, Aaliyah Green, a sophomore who wears number 5. Bethany Pearson, their leading returning scorer, a senior wearing number 11. And Kelsey Johnson, a junior, number 23 for the Eagles. Their head coach is Brock Campbell. For the Baldwin Bulldogs tonight, Marin Frost will start it out, a 5'4" junior. 6.5 points per game, 4 boards. A little more than an assist and a half per game for her. Emma Kate Lang gets the start tonight, and it is Emma Kate's first start of the season for the 5'7" junior, coming off of a career-high 7 points in the last game for the Bulldogs, and that earns her a chance to start here tonight for the Bulldogs. Also in that starting lineup, Alyssa Reichard, number 12 for the Bulldogs, a 5'10" sophomore, third leading scorer of the year, 8.5 points per game. Isabel Harvey is a 5'9" senior, number 21 for Baldwin, averaging 2.5 points and a team-high 4.2 rebounds per game. And Riley Smith, a 5'8" senior, number 22, who is the second leading scorer on the team at 11 points per game, along with 4 rebounds and a team-high 2.8 assists per game to round out the starting lineup for Bob Martin and his Baldwin Bulldogs. He's assisted by Eric Toot and Kara Lee. So Carly Neufeld not in the starting lineup in her first game back here tonight, but she is suited up. She did go through the warm-ups, and we fully expect her to play in this game tonight. As if you were with us for the pregame show, we talked about the bonus of getting her back in the lineup, and now you're saying, well, wait, she's not out there. But we do fully expect to see Carly on the floor tonight for the Bulldogs, but Emma Kate Lang gets a chance to be in this starting lineup for Baldwin as they are on their home floor for the first time since December 17th. So glad to be back here in Baldwin. It's time for our opening tip tonight. It's brought to you by Baldwin City Recreation Commission. Don't forget to reserve your seat for the Summer Baseball Tour with the BCRC Summer Baseball Tour July 22nd through the 29th. It's a week-long bus tour that includes 5 big league games, a couple of minor league games, some museum tours, some stadium tours, and a lot of stuff going on with this ultimate sports fan getaway with BCRC. All the details are at baldwinrec.org. You can reserve your spot there as well. It is limited to the first 50 people who reserve their seat on that bus tour with BCRC and their summer baseball tour coming this July. Ryan Hilmer, Bryce Kessler from Baldwin. We are underway, and the Bulldogs control the opening tip. Go inside to Harvey. Missing on their opening possession, a tie-up between Riley Smith and Kelsey Johnson. So Wellsville gets the basketball, but a good look early for Baldwin. Just come up a little bit empty. There's that full court pressure now by the Bulldogs. They are hoping to force a bunch of turnovers in this game. We're going to be putting plenty of pressure on the Wellsville guards. J.C. Clancy brings it up for the Eagles, then throws it out of bounds. First turnover of the night for Wellsville, but not a live ball turnover. That's what Baldwin is hoping to force a bunch of and get some easy layups. Lang at the elbow. Harvey again with a pretty good look, but she is now 0 for 2 from the field as it goes out of bounds, and Wellsville was the last to touch it, so it stays with Baldwin. 7:33 left to play in our opening quarter. Frost skips it out to Smith. Good look on the right point. A three-pointer just off right iron. Offensive board. Harvey fouled on the way up.
Love to see that from Isabel Harvey on the offensive glass early. It's going to be another big factor, like the turnovers I mentioned in the open, is who can control the rebounding battle tonight.
First foul on Aaliyah Green. Harvey banks in the first free throw. Only 60% on the year, but she hasn't been there a ton. Just 6 out of 10 coming in. So maybe with a few more opportunities, that percentage goes up, but she goes 1 of 2. Pierce of the rebound, and it's 1-0 Baldwin. Wellsville, a team that's averaging just 23.7 points per game this year, and they have now turned it over on each of their first 2 possessions. And this is an opponent that's going to force enough turnovers from Wellsville. The half-court turnovers like that really aren't forced because of the Baldwin pressure are going to be tough to stomach for the Eagles. There's a 3 from Marin Frost straight away, and the Bulldogs extend the lead to 4-0.
It's going to be a huge factor if they can start knocking down their shots early. Nice shot from Frost there.
They do get back their top 3-point shooter, Neufeld, in this game, and they are a team that shoots 7% better from beyond the arc with Neufeld in the lineup as opposed to without her in the lineup. Marin Frost, who is second on the team in 3-pointers made, just made her 12th of the season. And that is a foul called, an elbow from Aaliyah Green of Wellsville. So she picks up her second with 6:41 to play in the first quarter. Not a terribly deep team as it is, and now one of their starters and one of their 3 returning starters not on the bench, but in there still, but playing with 2 fouls. Harvey bounces to Reichard. Leaves it off for Lang. And a missed shot by Emma Kate Lang. Got it back and is fouled.
Talked about aggressiveness a little bit in the open. Nobody emphasizes that more than Emma Kate Lang. She's a very aggressive player. I like her game. Being aggressive towards the rim, getting that offensive rebound.
The foul is called on Jada Fletcher. So here's Lang at the free throw line. Just 2 out of 7 this year at the charity stripe, and gets the roll.
Little shooter's touch there.
Mentioned that she's coming off of a career best 7 points in the win at Lewisburg this past Friday night. It's her first start of the season here tonight. Foul is called after the steal, and it looks like Baldwin is now forced 3 Wellsville turnovers, and it results in another Wellsville foul as well, as the Eagles are up to 4 team fouls committed with 6:12 still to go in the first quarter.
Can really see how much that pressure is bothering Wellsville. Just getting it past half courts and a chore in itself.
Quick throw into Riker. Good look. Not there for her, but there's Harvey on the offensive glass in the stick back. 7-0 start for Baldwin, and a timeout taken by Wellsville. So this is just the start that Baldwin was hoping for. They've done a little bit of everything they hoped tonight. Forced some turnovers, get some easy buckets, knocked down an outside shot in the case of that 3 by Marin Frost, and it's quickly 7-0 Bulldogs. Don't forget, Bulldog fans, you can text Baldwin to that number right there, 816-406-0051. Baldwin Sports Live has partnered with EZ Relic to give our viewers a chance to capture every moment of every game. Get the highlights sent right to your phone by texting Baldwin to 816-406-0051. You can check it out at ezrelic.com for more information on how it all works, but in the quick version of it, you send that text Baldwin to that number, and you're going to get a clip of the last 20 seconds of broadcast time from when you send that text. So when it happens, big play happens, the Marin Frost 3, too late now. You can't get it at this point, but when that big play happens, just have your phone ready and text Baldwin. Put the number in it, and you're good to go. 2 minutes into this first quarter, and for Wellsville, it must feel like they've already played about 10 minutes, as the Baldwin team has them sped up right now and forced the turnovers left and right. There's another one. And Baldwin takes over possession with 5:52 left to play in the first, leading 7-0. Frost has already hit once from downtown. Same spot, this time off the heel of the iron, rebounded by Clancy. Pearson to the elbow, very quick shot that time from Fletcher. I'm not sure she even saw the rim before she put that one up. Frost the rebound. Harvey's pass off the knee of one of the Eagle defenders, out of bounds, staying with Baldwin. 7-0 lead for Baldwin. Riley Smith to inbound. Throws into Frost, who pulls the trigger and knocks down the open jumper. 2-pointer there from Marin Frost, who has 5 of the 9 points early for Baldwin. And the Bulldogs lead it 9-0 with 5:15 to play in the quarter.
Marin Frost brought her shooting shoes to the gym tonight. She's connecting early. That's good to see for the Bulldogs.
No doubt. Reichert a little aggressive there on the run and jump. Ends up picking up her first foul, just the first for Baldwin. And Frost is coming off of a double-digit scoring night against Lewisburg. Had 13 in that one. The majority of that damage came at the free throw line, though. She made 11 of 12 free throws in the win at Lewisburg. Out of bounds, Baldwin basketball. Clancy kind of gets tripped up there with Harvey, ends up out of bounds, and Baldwin ends up with possession again. The ball rolled down the stairs, down out the hallway, and the official had to go chase it down. 4:52 left to play first quarter. All Baldwin so far. 9-0 lead for the Bulldogs. Smith.
Look at Kate Lang on the glass. There's 2 girls in front of her, and she says, yeah, I don't really care. Get this rebound anyway.
Battling both Johnson and Green. It was a tie-up. And Wellsville gets possession out of it, but a great effort there by Emma Kate Lang. And now a push called on Harvey of Baldwin. So it's her first and the team's second. Now Wellsville has only even been able to attempt a couple of shots so far in this game. Baldwin making life really tough right now on the Eagles. This is Green from inside. The floater rebounded on the backside by Fletcher. Ball loose at the top of the key. Clancy comes back with it, attacks Harvey. A big collision and a foul on Isabel Harvey. That's her second. So a free throw opportunity coming up for J.C. Clancy. See if she can put Wellsville on the board for the first time here tonight with 4:22 left to play in the quarter. And she does. So here comes Carly Neufeld for the first time tonight, along with Carly Toot, as Harvey and Lang check out of the lineup. First game for Neufeld since the game back on January 8th, that Saturday game out against St. Michael's Academy, as Carly Toot rebounds the miss. And Neufeld right in the game and right up with a shot. Welcome back the offense from number 2.
Yeah, that's great to see Carly getting back, knocking down her first shot.
Frost the rebound, Baldwin runs up to Smith. Riley bounce across the paint to Reichert for the easy 2. Nice setup there by Smith, giving Reichert the easy look.
It's clinical transition offense right there. You just get the 3-on-2 break, little bounce pass to end it out, lay it up and in.
13-1 Baldwin. Pressuring Green, ball comes free, Smith comes up with it. Another chance in transition. Riley this time wants to take it all the way herself, then lays it in with the left hand. 15-1 Baldwin. Green does not take a semi-open look. Right now, if you're Wellsville, you feel like you almost have to just take that first somewhat decent shot you get, because everything has resulted in turnovers, it seems otherwise.
Yeah, you got to try to start getting those field goal attempts higher than the turnovers.
Pearson misses it with the right hand. Toot the rebound and poked free from Carly Neufeld, out of bounds, staying with Baldwin. Lang back in she comes, along with Bailey Smith for the first time for Baldwin. And Caitlin West checks in, a freshman for Wellsville for the first time tonight. 3:03 left to play first quarter. All Baldwin so far, 15-1. Great start for the Bulldogs. Neufeld, catch and shoot 3, top of the key, just short. Rebounded by Roldan, who's in for the first time as well for Wellsville. Dangerous pass inside, deflected by Lang, out of bounds off of West. No, beg your pardon. Looked like to me it went off of the diving Wellsville player West, but they say it's last touched by Baldwin, although now the officials are going to talk about it, and they'll stick with the call on the floor. So Wellsville basketball with 2:53 to play in the quarter. Good defense by Toot on the ball. Forces another turnover. Smith again keeps it herself, in for the right-hand layup this time. And it's 17-1 Baldwin.
This is just clinical basketball offense and defense for the Bulldogs. Just suffocating on defense and taking advantage on the other end.
Long pass up to Green. And now they try to set up in the half court, but that has not been a successful area of execution so far for Wellsville. Hand check called against Baldwin. Bailey Smith picks up the personal foul. First on the sophomore, 4th team foul against Baldwin with 2:18 left to play in the first. And all Bulldogs to this point, 17-1 Baldwin.
It's going to be one of those games that looks like that you can work on a lot of the little things that you want to get accomplished over the course of the year, like defending well without fouling.
Good pass by Toot up to Lang, misses it, but then look at the hustle by Carly. Made that pass from 3/4 court and was the first one down there to get the offensive rebound. Neufeld can't hit from close range, and it's cleared away by Wellsville, only to throw it right back to Baldwin. We've talked about it on other occasions, Ryan, but the pressure right now from Baldwin has Wellsville so sped up that even in a situation like right there where they really had some numbers, had an opportunity, they're just so sped up that they throw the ball away.
Yeah, it's a mental thing more than a physical thing. Your mind just gets going too fast, and you start throwing the ball away into places that you shouldn't.
Neufeld's 3 ends up carrying out of bounds, so Wellsville takes possession over again. Jada Fletcher returns for the Eagles, and Emily Taylor checks in, a senior for Baldwin, number 33 in white. Checks in for the first time tonight. 1:40 to play in the quarter. All Baldwin so far, and another Wellsville turnover.
This is really good defense there from Carly, too, rotating over on the baseline, helping out to stop the drive. Been pretty flawless so far for Baldwin defensively.
The shots haven't fallen as at a high of a clip maybe as they'd like, as now Neufeld turns it over. That's the first Baldwin turnover of the game. They have forced 9, and they give it away now for the first time. So that's a pretty good ratio. You're going to win a lot of ball games with 9-1 and takeaways to giveaways.
We've seen a few times in the past where the Bulldogs get a steal here from Bailey Smith. That's nicely done. But in the past, sometimes you get out to a big lead and then you kind of relax a little bit and let the other team get back into it. I'd like to see the Bulldogs just keep their pedal on the gas.
And falling over is Fletcher. She tried to just somehow find a way to get that ball up near the rim. It ends up out of bounds off of Baldwin. 19-1 Bulldogs. Tough time getting it in. Green eventually is there for it. Nice look underneath. Roldan is fouled. Late whistle comes in, but it did look like the arm of Roldan was hit. So a couple of free throws coming up for Wellsville. That's the only point they have so far, which was at the free throw line. The foul is charged to Riley Smith, her first. 15 fouls. So here's Claudia Roldan at the free throw line. A lone free throw from J.C. Clancy is the extent of the scoring here in this first quarter for Wellsville. And it remains that way as Taylor pulls down the rebound for Baldwin. Smith weaves through traffic, lays it up and in. 21-1 Baldwin. Dangerous pass is intercepted by Bailey Smith. A couple of steals already for the sophomore. Sets up her older sister Riley for 3, and it's right on the money.
How about that? How many times do you think they've done that on the driveway? Just
no doubt.
a little flip back and a wide open 3. And Baldwin is absolutely rolling.
24-1. Little sis knows that it's big sis to reward. That keeps getting you invited to the playground.
That's right.
Taylor with the rebound, up to Riley. There's Carly Neufeld at the horn with the bucket from close range. And Baldwin with a clinic in the first quarter. They lead it 26-1 after 1 here on Baldwin Sports Live.
State Farm Insurance Agent Cody Anno is ready to be there for you every step of the way. From starting policies out to the day disaster strikes, Cody and his team are ready to help. Cody strives to be different, doing things the other people don't and other agencies won't, helping more people in more ways. That's Cody Anno State Farm. Call 785-594-0270 or stop by at 208 Baker Street for a cup of coffee and a free quote for your auto, home, or life insurance with Cody Anno, your local State Farm insurance agent in Baldwin City.
For unbeatable service from a company you can trust, there's only one choice. Clint Davis and the One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning team have the expertise you need when it comes to the comfort of your family. Not only will they get the job done right, but they'll explain the preventative maintenance needed to avoid those costly emergency repairs. To schedule a free quote, call 785-393-9329 and join the Preferred Maintenance Club for special discounts. One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, the one and only choice for the comfort of your family.
Well, not much to dissect here if you're Bob Martin and the Bulldog coaching staff after 1. That was about as good as you could have asked for in the first quarter for the Baldwin girls as they lead Wellsville 26-1 heading into the second quarter.
Yeah, I'd imagine the end of the quarter talk was just do everything you just did exactly the same way for 3 more quarters.
And Carly Neufeld adds 3 more points. That's 7 for Neufeld off of the bench. Her first came back after missing the last 2 and made her first shot. Had missed the last couple, but She had the bucket right there to end the first quarter and one to start the second quarter as Jada Fletcher gets the first field goal of the game for Wellsville, makes it 29-3. 7 different girls have already scored in this game for Baldwin. Foul on Wellsville after the offensive rebound by Bailey Smith. And that's on Aaliyah Green, her third. Bethany Pearson checks back in for Wellsville, replaces Green. Seven different scores, led by Riley Smith with 9, Carly Neufeld with 7. Here's Smith, a little too deep maybe. Fletcher the rebound. West unable to finish inside. Harvey the rebound for Baldwin. Bailey feeds to Frost, who's hit a 3 already, make it 2. (32-3) Baldwin. Ball knocked away by Frost. Inside to West. And Frost comes up with it. Good crossover and a hack down onto the arms of Frost by J.C. Clancy, who picks up her second foul. And 2 shots coming up for Marin Frost. So Frost was excellent at the line against Lewisburg. 11 of 12 at the free throw line of that victory down in Lewisburg, where Baldwin scored 23 of their 45 points at the free throw line. Lang and Toot back in for Baldwin. Frost makes it an even 30-point lead for Baldwin. Looking for back-to-back wins for the first time this year. Baldwin well on their way to it, it would seem, with not quite 10 minutes of action gone in this one, but already a 30-point lead for the Baldwin Bulldogs. Baldwin's won 12 of the last 13 matchups between these two teams, as Lang secures the rebound. Lone win since 07 for Wellsville was back in January of 20, a couple of years ago. Clancy able to lay that one up off the glass and in. (33-5), 5.5 to play, second quarter. Harvey drives, dishes to Lang. Back up top it comes to Carly Toot. And Carly will head to the free throw line.
It was such a great offensive possession there. I love the way that the Bulldogs are sharing the basketball, moving it around quick, and it's just not sticking in anybody's hands. It's whoever has the open look, that's who's going to be aggressive and look to score.
Second foul on Fletcher, and 7th team foul for Wellsville, as the Eagles bring Kelsey Johnson back into the game, and Josie Vance checks in for the first time for them. Riley Smith returns for Baldwin.
Really good first minutes back for Carly Neufeld. That's a really good sign. Nice to see everybody playing pretty well so far.
Toot hits both of the free throws, and with 5:20 left to play in the second quarter, it's a 35-5 Baldwin lead. Smith called for a hand check. Her second, team 6th. Tough man-to-man defense for Baldwin has forced 10 turnovers out of Wellsville in this game. Pearson at the foul line, works down the lane line against Frost. Scoop shot with the left hand, won't go. Smith pushes it back up for Baldwin. It was right at Johnson, and a travel is called on Riley Smith. So the defense by Johnson forces the third Baldwin turnover with 4:45 left to play in the half. Pearson stripped by Toot. Nice job of reading that play by Carly Toot as the help defender. And Riley Smith capitalizes on the other end.
I mean, that's just so good defensively. That's the epitome of Baldwin defensively right there. You play good on-ball defense, force them one way, and then get that little rotation and help get the steal.
Another timeout taken by Wellsville with 4:21 left to play second quarter here in Baldwin. A chance to remind you that Baldwin Sports Live is brought to you by a bunch of great folks from here in the Baldwin community. One of them, Rice Precision Manufacturing. And if you're looking for a great job at the great growing family-owned company in Baldwin City, then check out Rice Precision Manufacturing. They're actively looking to fill positions for skilled CNC machinists and CNC operators. They offer excellent pay, competitive benefit packages, a climate-controlled work environment, and a friendly support staff that's dedicated to the betterment of their employees. Contact jobs at riceprecision.com to set up an interview. 4:21 left to play first half. All Bulldogs so far tonight, 37-5. Baldwin with the lead. Two cuts off Roldan. It comes back up top for Vance. Foul or just out of bounds? Just out of bounds it looks like. Last touch by Lang. Midway through the second quarter. It's 26-1 at the end of the first quarter. Baldwin's continued it here in the second quarter. Johnson had a second chance opportunity, but unable to convert. And Baldwin quick to get it up and in. Smith with her fourth assist of this first half sets up Lang. Now a steal gives Smith a chance to add to her scoring totals, but it won't go.
I mean, just nothing at all coming easy for Wellsville. They're having trouble getting the ball inbounded after a made shot from Baldwin.
Reichard and Neufeld back in for Baldwin. 39-5 Bulldogs. Reichard spots Frost down on the wing. And Marin Frost has it go halfway down and out. Jump ball, and Wellsville gets it.
I mean, look at the effort from Reichard. It's 39-5 right now. You know, it'd be easy to just tell yourself we're going to coast the rest of this way, but still attacking those loose balls, playing hard, controlling your effort.
Resulting in a 34-point lead right now for Baldwin. Coming off of the win last Friday, 9-point win on the road in Lewisburg. Knocked away and out of bounds off of Frost. The second time this year they've defeated Lewisburg, and they have a chance this next week to play Lewisburg for a third time this year. They are both at the same side of the bracket in the Top Gun tournament down in Wellsville. So an opportunity to play each other for a third time, which I suppose if you're Baldwin, you don't mind. You've already won that matchup twice, but the old adage says it's tough to beat a team a third time, but I don't know. We'll see if that sets itself up. There's a three-point attempt that comes up well short. That may have been deflected partially that time by Reichard. Does end up out of bounds and stays with Wellsville. Emily Taylor checks back in. Vance turns it over. A steal by Smith. Riley leads the break. able to fit that pass through to Neufeld. I didn't know she had room to get it through there, but Neufeld's shot misses and rolled on the rebound. Knocked out of bounds, goes off of Vance. It's Baldwin basketball again. Caitlin West checks back in for Wellsville. Reichert, shot fake, a drive, leans in, too strong. Clancy the rebound. Another deflected pass. Clancy able to track it back down. Blocked by Reichert. Scooped up by Frost with just under 2 to go in the half. Reichert wraps the bounce pass around to Neufeld. Knocked it out of bounds. Julie say it's off of Neufeld. So Wellsville forces a 4th Baldwin turnover. And now the Bulldogs go a little deeper into their bench. Samantha Scraper checks in for the first time, along with Alexandria McBride. And returning is Bailey Smith, and another timeout, Wellsville. We'll step aside with 1:50 left to play in the first half. It is Baldwin 39, Wellsville 5.
State Farm Insurance Agent Cody Anno is ready to be there for you every step of the way. From starting policies out to the day disaster strikes, Cody and his team are ready to help. Cody strives to be different, doing things the other people don't and other agencies won't, helping more people in more ways. That's Cody Anno State Farm. Call 785-594-0270 or stop by at 208 Baker Street for a cup of coffee and a free quote for your auto, home, or life insurance with Cody Anno, your local State Farm insurance agent in Baldwin City.
(39-5) Baldwin, 1:50 left to play first half. Baldwin girls, the only show in town tonight with the boys off. They are in the midst of the Baldwin Invitational Tournament this week. Picked up a win over Bishop Seabury on Tuesday night, a 59-51 win for the Baldwin boys. And they will be back at it tomorrow night. You can catch the game right here, 7 o'clock tip. Baldwin against Bishop Ward in their second game of the Baldwin Invitational Tournament. Girls off the rest of the week. They'll be back in action next week with the Top Gun tournament in Wellsville. Scraper knocks West to the floor, so Samantha picks up her first foul, and it will put West at the free throw line as the Bulldogs are now over the limit with their 7th team foul.
It's another thing of one of these kind of blowout type games. You can go a little deeper into your bench, get some girls some experience that don't get to play a whole lot usually.
Front end of the 1-and-1 is missed. Yeah, Baldwin right now, they've got 3 players out on the floor that have not played a whole lot this year at the varsity level, with Scraper, McBride, and Taylor. And then Bailey Smith, who has started to play more, and really, if there was one, I guess, silver lining to Neufeld missing 2 games, is it did kind of force Bailey Smith to play a little bit more, and only a sophomore, but she just seems more confident. And again, tonight the game's going well, so that helps, but I think that experience will pay off some good things for Baldwin as this season goes on, now that Smith was able to pick up some more meaningful minutes. McLaughlin coming out to try to save the day, and I think it fell out right before he got there.
You heard him coming.
He's going to take credit for it.
Yeah, I'll give him credit.
So 39-5. Everybody gets a pretty good laugh out of that one. Neufeld to inbound. Carly pulls up on the baseline, and it's out of bounds off of Bailey Smith. So Wellsville takes over with 1:04 left to play in the half, and Baldwin in control, up 39-5. Pearson being pressured by Smith. Up top to Vance. And a deflection and a steal. Neufeld with the takeaway. Neufeld all the way and lays it in. Came off of the bench here in her first game back after missing 2, and she has put in 9 points in this first half for Baldwin. And they lead it 41-5 with under 20 seconds now left to play until halftime. Vance in trouble, spots Pearson on the wing, and the 3 in and out. Taylor and Johnson both battling for it. Smith flips it out of there to Neufeld. Has 4 seconds. Carly all the way in with the left. Misses it with a second to spare, and that will end the first half. All Baldwin in half number 1 tonight, 41-5. The Bulldogs lead Wellsville at the break. Coming up, it's the Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show here on Baldwin Sports Live.
Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you protect what matters most in your life. From insurance plans customized to fit everything you need covered to comprehensive financial planning to help you achieve your goals both present and future. Kelly works uniquely with you face-to-face to gain confidence in your financial well-being. Call 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it. With Heartland Plumbing, you get full-service plumbing from a real plumber, not a sales guy who's just there to fix a leak. Heartland Plumbing sets appointments they hold true to, not an inconvenient block of time they might be there. With a strong reputation and years of quality service, Heartland Plumbing has the tools and the people to get your plumbing job done on time the first time. Give them a call at 913-856-5846. Serving every big town and small town around, residential and commercial. That's Heartland Plumbing, the plumber you can open your door to.
Trindle Lumber Company is the go-to stop for every do-it-yourselfer and professional contractor. They carry a wide variety of plumbing, electrical, and hardware products, along with a vast selection of windows, doors, and paint. Their full-service drive-through lumber yard has what you need for every project and offers free estimates and professional delivery. At Trindle Lumber Company, you get the right products with the best service. Stop by at 1516 South Main in Ottawa or call 785-242-8144.
When choosing a bank, wouldn't you prefer doing business with a local institution with years of commitment to our community? That's Baldwin State Bank. For more than 100 years, we've been providing products and services specifically tailored to our friends in Baldwin City. Whether it's a free checking account, savings for retirement, or your next loan, we'll be here. Because our roots are here. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Welcome into the Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show, 41-5 here at the break. It's been all Baldwin so far in this one. Halftime show is brought to you by your Farm Bureau Financial Services agent in Baldwin City, Kelly Neufeld, there to help you protect what matters most. That's Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services. Call 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting and see how Kelly and his team can help you achieve your financial goals, both present and future. Well, Ryan, I would think it's safe to say that was all Bulldogs in the first half of this one, 41-5 here at the break.
Yeah, I would put that under the category of cruise control for the Bulldogs. It was right from the opening tip, just a defensive performance that was pretty spot on. I mean, just a suffocating defense, not letting the ball handler have any room to breathe and just speeding them up and getting them turned over. And they're doing a really good job on transition offense, too, just quickly getting that ball up the floor and getting some layups and easy baskets.
Yeah, really doing a good job setting each other up for good looks. They're up to what I have now is to 8 assists as a team in that first half, and that number could have been higher if it weren't for the fact that sometimes they're getting steals, didn't have anybody to pass to because it was just an easy breakaway layup. So you take those out of there, and the percentage of shots that are going in the half court, a high percentage of those coming off of assists. A really good job sharing the basketball and setting each other up for good looks. And, of course, when you lead a game like this, everybody's confidence is up, and it's a fun game to play in. So we'll see if really the second half they can just continue to execute at a high level. I mean, they only turned it over 4 times in the first half, and that's one of those things. Sometimes you get different rotations in the second half of a game like this. Some of the younger girls start getting into the game, and you can have a tendency to maybe get a little sloppy. So I think that's maybe the biggest thing you're looking for second half here for Baldwin is just avoid that. Avoid getting to that kind of that sloppy funk in the second half and just keep executing at a high level and then just run away with this one. The same thing you did in the first half.
Yeah, exactly. And just keep it on cruise control, right? I mentioned it earlier. Seen a couple times this year where they kind of let up in the second half a little bit and let teams back into it. I don't think this one is in trouble of seeing that tonight, but still you get some of these girls in here that don't get to play a lot. Like I mentioned, kind of building towards the future, you know, if there might be a time where you get some foul trouble in a game, you need some of these girls to step up in a closer game. And so getting them this experience would be a good thing and hopefully build towards the future here.
Well, 7 different, or check that. No, at one point it was 7, but I think we're up to maybe 8. Yeah, 8 different girls scored in that first half for Baldwin. So they, again, sharing the wealth in that first half. Only have 1 player in double figures with 41 points on the board in the first half. So that's kind of tell you the story there. It's been a lot of different contributors for Baldwin in that first half. We'll run down some of those numbers for you when we come back here on the Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show right after this word from Farm Bureau.
Kelly Neufeld and his team at Farm Bureau Financial Services are there to help you protect what matters most in your life. From insurance plans customized to fit everything you need covered to comprehensive financial planning to help you achieve your goals both present and future. Kelly works uniquely with you face-to-face to gain confidence in your financial well-being. Call 785-594-1055 to set up a meeting with Kelly Neufeld at Farm Bureau Financial Services in Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it.
41-5 at the half here on the Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show. All Baldwin, they scored 26 of their 41 in the first quarter, then outscored Wellsville 15-4 in the second quarter after leading 26-1 at the end of that first period. 8 different players scored, led by Riley Smith, who has 11 at the break to go along with 4 assists as well. So the team's leading scorer and leading assist girl in that first half was Smith. 9 points from Marin Frost, 9 points from Carly Neufeld in her return to the lineup after a 2-game absence with an illness. Emma Kate Lang with 3, Alyssa Reichard with 2, Carly Toot with 2, Isabel Harvey with 3, and Bailey Smith with 2 to round out the scoring numbers for Baldwin in that first half. Frost and Toot lead the team on the glass. They have each pulled down 5 rebounds so far tonight. A couple of boards each from Emily Taylor, Bailey Smith, Isabel Harvey, and Emma Kate Lang as well. And Bailey Smith with a couple of assists. Her and her sister Riley Smith, the 2 players who have multiple assists in that first half. For Wellsville, obviously the scoring numbers are going to be pretty brief with only 5 on the board in the first half as a team, and it came from 2 different girls. J.C. Clancy with 3, Jada Fletcher with the other 2. Leading rebounder is also Clancy and Fletcher along with Pearson. They each have 2 rebounds, but it was certainly a tough first half for Wellsville. They turned it over 15 times, although they did cut their turnover total in half in the second quarter after turning it over 10 times in the first quarter. They had just 5 in the second quarter, but it is going to be a tough second half for Wellsville because I don't think that Baldwin's ready to take the foot off the gas just yet. A big first half for the Baldwin Bulldogs has put them out to a big lead here at the break. 41-5, Baldwin on top of Wellsville. You've been watching the Farm Bureau Financial Services halftime show brought to you by your Baldwin City Farm Bureau agent, Kelly Neufeld. If you're looking for personal service from a local agent, then Kelly Neufeld is your guy at Farm Bureau Financial Services. Give him a call at 785-594-1055. Kelly and his team, proud supporters of the Baldwin Bulldogs, and they'd love to support you in your financial future as well. Go see him at Farm Bureau Financial Services in downtown Baldwin City. It's your future. Let's protect it. Second half starts next here on Baldwin Sports Live.
At Family Medicine of Baldwin City, you'll find incredible care close to home. A friendly staff here for you when you need them, offering primary care for all ages from general physicals and health exams to minor procedures and x-ray services, along with an overall patient education, ensuring peace of mind that you're receiving the best care possible in a convenient, accessible manner. Visit lmh.org or call 785-594-2512 to schedule an appointment and learn more about the incredible primary care providers at Family Medicine of Baldwin City, your partner for lifelong health.
Morningstar Care Homes is looking for the next members of their team of compassionate caregivers. If you're a certified nurse's aide or medication aide or interested in becoming certified with company reimbursement, apply today and join the locally owned care team at Morningstar Care Homes. Offering paid leave, health, dental, and vision insurance, and a low 5-to-1 patient-to-caregiver ratio. Apply online at morningstarcarehomes.com/careers or call 785-594-2603. Positions available in Baldwin City, Ottawa, Fredonia, and Neodesha.
Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home is honored to be your choice when the difficult time comes to plan a lasting tribute for your loved ones. There to guide you through the process from beginning to end with each family's unique traditions and beliefs in mind. Visit lamb-roberts.com to see all of the services offered, including their online pre-planning tool, or call 785-594-3644 to visit with the caring professionals at Baldwin City's only locally owned funeral service and cremation service provider, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home.
Here we go, second half in Baldwin tonight, along with Ryan Hilmer. I'm Bryce Kessler, and the second half starts with a turnover for Wellsville. So that is their 16th of the ball game. Baldwin has turned it over just 4 times, so a big advantage there, big advantage on the scoreboard. A nice little set play on their opening possession, but the pass from Frost led Smith a little bit too deep. Reichert has a good look for the top of the key, but Aaliyah Green is there to clean up the miss.
Yeah, I think Marin Frost might be the best passer that the Bulldogs have, just point guard wise. I know Carly Neufeld's also going to bring the ball up, but from what I've seen, Marin Frost is a very good point guard. She can put the ball right where you need it. That was a nice set play coming out to start the second half, like you said.
Lang almost came up with yet another Baldwin steal, but Wellsville still alive for the moment on this possession. The pressure has not stepped back at all from Baldwin at the start of this second half. They are still right there. Good ball pressure. Green, good look inside. They haven't had many of those clean looks like that, but Green can't finish. Reichert the rebound. Up to Emma Kate Lang, and she lays it in. (43-5), Baldwin working on what looks like it's going to go down as their biggest win of the year so far. Lang does it all herself there, but is hacked by Johnson on the layup attempt. So the steal by Lang, nearly the lay-in, but instead Emma Kate, I should say, will have to earn him at the free throw line. 1 out of 2 at the line tonight. Makes her 3 out of 9 for the season at the free throw line. Harvey with the offensive board, but then lost it out of bounds.
Great effort on the board still from Harvey. She's had a good game rebounding the basketball.
Leads the team this year in rebounding at just over 4 per game. And there's Lang for another steal. And deja vu, other than it's on the other side of the basket that time, but Lang the steal, Lang back to the free throw line. Johnson fouls her for the second time in as many trips down the floor.
Like watching all the little things in games like these, though. It's kind of a blowout, but it's that last time Emma Kay Lang getting the left-handed layup, not to go, but this time using her right hand. I like just watching those little things, just working on those things that can make a difference in a close game down the stretch.
Lang now 0 for her last 4 at the free throw line. She made her first attempt back at the first quarter, but see if she can get on the right side of that ledger here, but does not. And Harvey, great effort, but unable to secure the rebound. Green, stripped by Frost. And gives it back. Ooh, deflected by Harvey, went off the official, stayed in play. How about that? Couldn't do that if you tried. And it's a lay-in for Smith as Reichert sets her up.
Just everything bouncing the Bulldogs' way right now.
I think the official appears to be okay. That could be kind of dangerous when you get hit in the face with a whistle in your mouth.
Yeah, and you're especially not expecting it.
Yeah, and he has glasses, so there's a lot of things that could have gone wrong there, but he appears to be all right, so that's good.
I mean, how about the effort from Harvey, though, in a 40-point game, still running back, getting that deflection, and it ends up into a easy layup the other way.
Foul called on Clancy. It's her third. Third team foul as well. Smith, quick inbound to Reichert. And Alyssa with a chance at a three-point play.
And how about that little right-handed finish from Reichert? I talked about how left-handed she can be at times. Really good with that left hand, but she can round her game out and add that right hand. That was a nice finish.
Neufeld and Toot come back in for Baldwin as the Bulldogs have extended their lead up to 42 points here early in the third quarter. Another offensive board by Harvey. It looked like Green was able to successfully block that shot, but then a turnover again as Fletcher is called for travel. Smith again into Reichert. And Harvey just continuing to wreak havoc for Wellsville on the Baldwin offensive glass. It doesn't result in a second chance bucket as the three by Smith misses, but Harvey continuing to dominate those boards down there. The second time that ball's hit that official and stayed in bounds now. A magnet. Reichert in for the layup. A 16-0 run for Baldwin going back to the second quarter, and they lead 49-5. Green from the left wing, short on the three, gets it back. Now Roldan will try for three. Missed it and rebounded by Neufeld. Carly bounced to Toot. Carly to Carly for two. (51-5) Baldwin. Green shot high over top of Harvey and pulled down by Reichert. Gets it up to Smith. Riley is fouled. 2 shots coming up for the senior guard. Fourth foul on J.C. Clancy. Smith knocks down the first at the line this year, 31 out of 47. Team's leading free throw shooter in regards to the sheer amount of time she gets there. And hits both. 15-point night for Riley Smith to go along with 5 assists as well. Wellsville now up to 23 turnovers with that one. Bailey Smith will replace her older sister Riley Smith. High post to Harvey. And driving right in there for the easy deuce is Isabel Harvey.
It's really nice aggressiveness. I like that you kind of get that reverse pivot on the high post and nobody stops you. You just take it right to the rim.
5 and 5 points and boards tonight from Harvey, and it's a 50-point Baldwin lead. And another Wellsville turnover as Emily Taylor checks back in for Baldwin. Three minutes to play, third quarter. We're looking at a running clock in the fourth quarter as Neufeld misses the three, but how about that? Emily Taylor on the offensive glass gets her first points of the season on the putback.
It's really nice work from Taylor. They're doing her work early, getting good positioning. A little putback on an offensive rebound.
First career bucket for the senior Emily Taylor. Played in 2 games all of last year. Didn't score, had not scored yet this season. And does it with an offensive putback. And now a steal, not quite. I thought Neufeld was going to get that one, but it ends up in the Baldwin bench out of bounds, so Wellsville keeps it. .249 left to play in the third. West goes down to the floor and commits the 10th turnover of this quarter for Wellsville, their 25th of the game. Neufeld travels. Emma Kate Lang back in for Baldwin. Bethany Pearson returns for Wellsville. It stays with Wellsville.
See, Baldwin, it's just like programmed in their DNA to contest every dribble, every pass, every shot. It's fun to watch, but it's not so fun to play against sometimes, as you can see from Wellsville.
.224 left to play in the third. It has been all Bulldogs from the jump tonight. Carly Neufeld on the left wing with a hand in her face, buries her second three of the game. Dozen points in her return, and it's 60-5 Baldwin.
Good to see Carly back out there getting her shooting stroke down. Looking towards the near future here, it'll be a huge boost for the Bulldogs.
Tucott reaching in for the foul there. Baldwin will open up with Topeka Hayden in the first round of the Top Gun tournament next Tuesday. So they are going to have their work cut out for them in that one. Hayden, the 2 seed. Baldwin received the 7 seed. They seed the tournament based on the records through so many games this year. And so Baldwin probably
might be the most dangerous 7 seed I've ever seen.
Not what most people would consider a 7 seed in terms of the talent on this team, but because of that, they have to play the 2 seed in the first round. So they'll have a challenge, but certainly will be nice to be back to full strength, which they are tonight, and we hope that by Tuesday they're still at full strength. Foul on Baldwin is called on Emily Taylor.
Yeah, they play like they are playing tonight, though. They can, doesn't matter what the seeds are, they can play with anybody.
This is Caitlin West at the free throw line, a freshman for Wellsville. Second trip to the line tonight. Another miss, though. Baldwin gets it on the jump ball. Kelsey Johnson back in for Wellsville. Baldwin plays Hayden, as I mentioned, in the first round. The other game on their half of the bracket is the 3-seed Nemaha Central against the 6-seed Lewisburg. As Neufeld catch and shoot, knocks down another three. 15 from Carly Neufeld. She knocks down a third triple in this ball game, and it's 63-5. Pearson able to switch through the answer.
How about that? It's a nice shot from Pearson coming the other way.
Neufeld gives it up now to Toot, top of the key. Her three rattles home.
It's raining threes in Baldwin.
Well, the confidence sky high tonight for Baldwin, and hopefully they can parlay that into a great performance next week on Tuesday and shoot and play with this same type of confidence. Reichard, Harvey, Riley Smith, and Frost check back in to join Neufeld. So now you have what's been their normal starting lineup for the majority of their games this year on the floor with 50 seconds left to play in the third. Maybe most of these girls out there right now, maybe their final few possessions of this game here to close out this third quarter. As Harvey steps in front of another Wellsville pass for a steal and is fouled by Clancy, who just fouled out of the game. Clancy will exit with her fifth foul. She is replaced by Jada Fletcher. And Izzy Harvey heads to the free throw line for Baldwin for two shots. Actually, they're going to call it on the floor. Okay. It's all right. So no free throws, but Baldwin has the possession, and they didn't want two anyway. They wanted three. Not quite. Tried to wheel it in. How about a second chance, though? That one's short as well. Rebounded by Pearson. (66-8) Baldwin. Johnson underneath, not there for her. Rolled on the rebound, and Riley Smith knocks Pearson to the floor to commit the foul. That's the third on Riley Smith. Caitlin West checks back in for Wellsville.
See, when you lay your head down the night before a game and you kind of visualize the way things are going to go, you couldn't even visualize how well this has gone for Baldwin tonight.
Nice pass, Neufeld to Smith, but the layup missed. Roldan can't get it up in time, and we will head to the fourth with Baldwin in front of Wellsville, 66-8 on Baldwin Sports Live.
Trindle Lumber Company is the go-to stop for every do-it-yourselfer and professional contractor. They carry a wide variety of plumbing, electrical, and hardware products, along with a vast selection of windows, doors, and paint. Their full-service drive-through lumber yard has what you need for every project and offers free estimates and professional delivery. At Trindle Lumber Company, you get the right products with the best service. Stop by at 1516 South Main in Ottawa or call 785-242-8144.
State Farm Insurance Agent Cody Anno is ready to be there for you every step of the way. From starting policies out to the day disaster strikes, Cody and his team are ready to help. Cody strives to be different, doing things the other people don't and other agencies won't, helping more people in more ways. That's Cody Anno State Farm. Call 785-594-0270 or stop by at 208 Baker Street for a cup of coffee and a free quote for your auto, home, or life insurance with Cody Anno, your local State Farm insurance agent in Baldwin City.
(66-8) Baldwin leads Wellsville as we start the fourth quarter. And Baldwin with a new five out there. Bailey Smith, Samantha Scraper, Alexandria McBride, Carly Toot, and Emily Taylor, the five on the floor. Roldan, Green, Johnson, West, and Fletcher, the five for Wellsville, as a foul is called on Baldwin's Carly Toot to put Caitlin West at the free throw line. That is number 2 on Carly. West 0 for 3 at the line tonight, make it 0 for 4. All 11 girls who have suited up for Baldwin tonight have been in the game. They were already all in the game before the third quarter was over. But this, you're looking at the last of, there's nobody else that can come in. And only 2 of these girls have not scored yet tonight. One of them right there, McBride, missed that 3. Green the rebound, and then she is fouled by Scraper. So that's the Bulldog goal in these final 7 minutes, right?
I was going to say, those are always the fun ones,
Scraper
right?
and McBride on the board, and then you'd have all 11 score tonight.
Yep. We're going to have some free throws here.
Although free throws are going to make that tough because it is a running clock, so the more free throws we shoot, the fewer possessions we're going to have in this fourth quarter, because you saw the foul was committed with about, 6:50 left. Granted, this is a 1-and-1, so it's not going to take as long, but even in a 1-and-1, lost about 30 seconds of game time there. West tied up by Taylor, jump ball, Baldwin basketball.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to watch this group and how they execute offensively. Probably the first time they've all played together at this level, especially.
Yeah. Scraper gives it up now. Smith. And Bailey all the way in, plus the foul. 3-point chance for Smith, who has now set her new career high with her second bucket of the game. She had scored 2 points on just 2 other occasions, and now a 4-point night for Bailey Smith. And adds one to it with a free throw. A 69-9 lead for Baldwin. And the turnover is number 29 of the game for Wellsville as Smith and Harvey come back into the game. McBride gets the assist as she tosses it over the top to Riley Smith, who sets a new season high with her 17th point. Baldwin has long ago set a season high for team points in this game, up to 71 now. Previous high, a 54-point night for the Bulldogs that came all the way back on opening night in a loss, actually, down in Paola. There's a push called on Scraper of Baldwin. So a 1-and-1 free throw opportunity coming up for Wellsville. And it looks like Johnson will be the shooter. Josie Vance checks back in for the Eagles. Scraper inside Harvey, and she's able to score over top of the defender. That's a season high 7 from Harvey now. Floater by Vance, misses off of the bank attempt, rebounded by McBride. Up to Harvey, or Smith rather, bouncing it to Harvey, who lays it in. So 3.5 minutes to play, 75-9 Baldwin. Jump ball, and Wellsville keeps it. Now Neufeld and Lang check back in for Baldwin. And Wellsville will bring Lauren Turner in for the first time tonight. Down to 2.5 left to play in the fourth. Vance out to Turner. Fires a three off front iron. Long rebound in the corner. Green able to win the race to it, but then throws it away to Scraper. Sam Scraper all the way in. Blocked by Johnson. And then last touched by Scraper. 2 minutes left to play. And in for Wellsville, Maggie Brungart checking in for the first time. Neufeld comes up with the steal, and the left-hand layup misses. Carly will head to the line for 2 shots as Jada Fletcher was guilty of the foul. .15 night for Carly Neufeld. It's both free throws and checks out of the game. Bailey Smith back in for Baldwin. Caitlin West checking back in for Wellsville. Final 40 seconds or so left in this fourth quarter. It's been all Baldwin, of course, tonight from the very start of this one. Baldwin will win their second game in a row. First back-to-back wins this year for Baldwin. McBride calling for the tie-up with Turner. It stays with, or no, check that, it goes over to Baldwin for the final 20 seconds.
I'd say confidence is probably going to be at an all-time high going into that Wellsville tournament for the Bulldogs, though. You love to see that.
And checking in for Wellsville, Faith Farrar, a freshman for the first time. So that does it tonight. All Baldwin 77-9. Your final as the Bulldogs set pretty much season highs individually and team-wise across the board tonight in a blowout victory as they drop the Wellsville Eagles to 1-7 on the season. And Baldwin, it's back to the 500 mark now, 5-5 of the year with a 77-9 victory. We're back to wrap it all up for you on the Baldwin Sports Live post-game show right after this.
With Heartland Plumbing, you get full-service plumbing from a real plumber, not a sales guy who's just there to fix a leak. Heartland Plumbing sets appointments they hold true to, not an inconvenient block of time they might be there. With a strong reputation and years of quality service, Heartland Plumbing has the tools and the people to get your plumbing job done on time the first time. Give them a call at 913-856-5846. Serving every big town and small town around, residential and commercial. That's Heartland Plumbing, the plumber you can open your door to.
At Baldwin State Bank, we love being part of the community we serve. Our roots run deep in Baldwin City, and our commitment runs deeper. Whether it's that dream house you can't wait to call home, or the trust of your personal finances, both present and future, we're here to serve you, our customers, our neighbors. Baldwin State Bank, proud supporter of the Baldwin Bulldogs for more than 100 years and counting. Come see us downtown or online at baldwinstatebank.com. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
For unbeatable service from a company you can trust, there's only one choice. Clint Davis and the One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning team have the expertise you need when it comes to the comfort of your family. Not only will they get the job done right, but they'll explain the preventative maintenance needed to avoid those costly emergency repairs. To schedule a free quote, call 785-393-9329 and join the Preferred Maintenance Club for special discounts. One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, the one and only choice for the comfort of your family.
Welcome back as we close it out tonight here on the Baldwin Sports Live post-game show. And this one, you can see the score there. That is not a scoreboard malfunction. That's the final tonight, 77-9. It was all Baldwin in this one. By the quarters, it was 26-1, 15-4, 22-3, 11-1. as Baldwin rolls to the victory. Now 5-5 of the year. Wellsville dropping to 1-7. Eagles tonight. Leading scorer was J.C. Clancy and Bethany Pearson, each with 3. Jada Fletcher with 2 and Caitlin West with 1 to round out the scoring for the Wellsville Eagles. For Baldwin, their previous season high was 54, so they put up 23 more than their previous season high, and that means a lot of different girls scored. 9 different players scored tonight for Baldwin. They had 2 players in double figures only. So you put up 77 points and you only have 2 in double figures. You're going to have a lot of different girls score in the basketball, and that was certainly the case tonight. Didn't get all 11 to score, unfortunately. I was hoping that maybe in that fourth quarter McBride and Scraper could score. We'd have the whole roster tonight score, but maybe next time.
Yeah, there's just too many free throws in that fourth quarter, especially with the running clock to get that done.
Didn't get enough possessions in it, but Neufeld and Smith both with 17 tonight for Baldwin, so they are both the leading scorer this evening. For Smith, that is the new season high for her. Her previous season high, 16 at Tonganoxie. It's the 5th straight game in double figures now for Riley Smith. 17 points to go along with a half dozen assists tonight, so good game there from Smith. Neufeld, it was her first game back since the game back on the 8th against St. Michael's. And 17 points, nice return for Neufeld. She knocked down 3 3-pointers, which that's certainly not the only part of her game. She's a very well-rounded offensive player, but she is the best 3-point shooter on this team, bar none. I mean, it's quite frankly not even close probably that she's the best 3-point shooter at 35%, has made now 20 on the team, which is by far the most on this squad. So nice to see her back. It's nice to see that shot still falling for her, because they're going to need that certainly come next week down in the Top Gun tournament in Wellsville.
Yeah, I mean, like we mentioned, getting back to full strength is what really the number one key to them tonight. I mean, Marin Frost might have something to say about that best shooter on the team. I thought she shot the ball really well tonight, but everybody pretty much played well tonight, shot the ball well. It was one of those fun games that everybody afterwards can feel good about, and confidence is high going into the next one.
Yep, speaking of Frost, did make 2 threes, ends up with 9 points tonight to go along with a nice game on the glass as well. 5 boards for Marin. Isabel Harvey, 9 points, which is a season high for her, along with 5 rebounds tonight. Carly Toot, 7 points, also 5 rebounds. Alyssa Reichard with 6 points. Emma Kate Lang, 5 points tonight. And Bailey Smith with a career best 5-point effort tonight to go along with a career best 3 assists as well. And Emily Taylor scores her first bucket of the year, and for the senior, it's her first career bucket. She did it with a nice offensive rebound and a putback. 4 boards, 2 points tonight from Emily Taylor. And even though McBride and Scraper did not score tonight, they each had an assist, they each had a rebound. So everybody getting in the mix tonight for Baldwin as they win this one with ease. 77-9, your final. So again, the girls will be back in action next Tuesday as they play in Wellsville at the 32nd annual Top Gun tournament in Wellsville. It all tips off on Tuesday for Baldwin as they play Topeka Hayden at 5 o'clock on Tuesday in the Blue Gym. And of course, most Baldwin fans are familiar. Baldwin's been going to that Wellsville tournament, I don't know if for all 32 years, but certainly for a long time now they've been going there. The Blue Gym, that's the small gym. So you can, in fact, probably sit right there with Ryan and I, but we'll bring you the games. We'll have them for you right here. It's going to be a little bit of a different vantage point if you watch it, because we will be only about 4 rows up off the floor. So it's kind of a tight camera angle, but we'll still be there to bring you the action. Again, it's a 5 o'clock tip next Tuesday here on Baldwin Sports Live. They'll play again on Thursday at around 6:30, and then they'll play again on Saturday, but we're not sure on the time there. I won't try to project that, because it could be 1, it could be 1:15, it could be 3:15, it could be 5, who knows, but we do know they'll play at 5 on Tuesday. As for the boys, their tournament continues tomorrow night right here in Baldwin and right here on Baldwin Sports Live. Ryan, you called the game on Tuesday against Bishop Seabury as Baldwin ended a little 4-game skid, got back at the win column, and gets to 1-0 here at the Baldwin Invitational. Sets up a matchup with Bishop Ward, who last night beat Seabury by, was it 2 or 4 points? It was a close game last night for them. So should be a pretty good matchup tomorrow night between Baldwin and Bishop Ward in night number 2 of the BIT.
Yeah, I mean, judging from their similar results, Bishop Ward and Bishop Seabury, kind of similar teams. Obviously, I haven't got a chance to watch them so far, but hopefully it could be another good game for the boys tomorrow night and keep it rolling off that last game. It was a good back and forth game with the Seahawks from Seabury. So see if their confidence is riding high like the girls' confidence should be now.
So we'll find out how it all shakes out tomorrow night right here. If you can't make it out to the gym to cheer them on live, then be sure to tune in right here on Baldwin Sports Live. For Ryan Hilmer, I'm Bryce Kessler. We say good night for now from Baldwin, but again, right back at it tomorrow and on Saturday to close out the BIT 7 o'clock tip tomorrow night here on Baldwin Sports Live. Your final tonight, Baldwin 77, Wellsville 9 here in Baldwin. Have a great rest of your Thursday evening.
You've been watching the Baldwin Bulldogs on Baldwin Sports Live. Baldwin Sports Live is brought to you by Kelly Neufeld, Farm Bureau Financial Services, Baldwin State Bank, Heartland Plumbing, Family Medicine of Baldwin City, Morning Star Care Homes, Trindle Lumber Company, State Farm Agent Cody Anno, One Choice Heating and Air Conditioning, Lamb Roberts Price Funeral Home, Rice Precision Manufacturing, Baldwin City Recreation Commission, Elite Chiropractic, the Lumberyard Arts Center, and by the Baldwin City Chamber of Commerce. Visit BaldwinSportsLive.com for the schedule of upcoming broadcasts on your home for the Baldwin Bulldogs, Baldwin Sports Live.